What's up, my rock fans? Maggie here, and I want to introduce you guys to my very first video here on this channel, where I'll be diving deep into rock bands and rock eras, specifically from the 90s and 2000s era. And when I mean breaking down, I mean really getting into the nitty gritty and really reliving through these bands and these moments and these songs. So I want to formally introduce you guys to my very first video, where I will be talking about none only than Linkin Park announcing their new lead singer. I have a few opinions on it, and it seems like the internet is kind of has mixed feelings about it. So we're going to be talking about Miss Emily Armstrong and all that she has to offer and all that she's been kind of tapping into now that the world knows who she is, essentially. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So my first thought, let's go ahead and start with my thoughts before we really go on and break her down. So, oh guys, I'm getting choked up even thinking about this band, man. Like 7 years since, unfortunately, Chester has left us. Hearing about this new singer, guys, right along with you guys a few days ago, I didn't know it was a lady at first. I formerly heard the song on the radio, The Emptiness Machine, right? I gave it a try. They announced it, you know, Linkin Park's new singer, guys. I immediately ran to the internet, okay? Listened to the song at first, and it was a shock. It was a shock to hear, because I recognized the voices until I heard Emily's voice. I said, okay, it's definitely giving Skillet. Is it Skillet I'm thinking about? You know what I'm saying? With the women lead vocals, the screaming and everything. So I tried to listen with a blind ear without knowing about Chester, all of that. The song itself is good. I see the direction that Linkin Park is trying to take. So I can't even hate on that, because that era is just done with Linkin Park. The hard rock, the emotion, that hard rock sound era is gone. And I feel like a lot of these bands are now kind of tapping into their indie, more punk, or even pop rock sounding. Like 30 Seconds to Mars is more indie now. We know that Bring Me the Horizon has definitely stepped away from that hard rock core. So it's not normal, right? But I have some mixed feelings, right? Okay, so for one, I'm glad that it was a woman. I understand why they had to take the approach. It's been 7 years, guys, since we've heard anything from Linkin Park, if they're even okay. How's everybody's mental doing, right? So I feel like that was a lot of time, and you can't put a time on grief, but it seems like they were ready. You can only commend them for even wanting to continue on, right, in his legacy and with the band itself, since so many of us love Linkin Park, right? So a little backstory. Linkin Park is literally the very first band that I've heard that my ears clung to, that my ears like had to listen, had to hear more. I remember being in 4th or the 5th grade, being around my brothers, and they were bumping Linkin Park, right? And it just stuck with me, okay? Linkin, for my whole family, I feel like Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory, and Meteora, I feel like that is a stamp in our core, in our family, in our hearts, right? So Linkin Park was my very first, where I was like, okay, yep, I like rock music, right? The classics, my dad already put us up on the classics, right? But this era of rock music, like this hard rock, okay, I can get down with that. So Linkin Park was definitely my first choice. So hearing about Chester, man, oof. Okay, moving on. So guys, we gotta understand that when Chester died, the rest of them, they're still musicians, right? They still, I would hope, still love to rock and still love to play and still love to enjoy playing music. And just for Linkin Park to stop all the way together, I really commend them on making that decision, because I feel a lot of bands fail. It's a lot of demise for a lot of these bands when a band member leaves or the band member passes away. You know, it's really hard to come back from that, right? So I commend them for even seeking out help, seeking out options, and taking the time out to grieve as well. So we can't even hate on them, y'all, that they are deciding to even move forward, even though nobody can take Chester Price. That's why they had to pick a woman, because any other man, any other guy, any other race, whoever, it was going to be a comparison act the entire way. Automatically, it was going to be a comparison right away. Doesn't sound like Chester, doesn't look like Chester, doesn't, you know, dress like Chester, doesn't wear glasses like Chester. Like, so I understand their approach, you know, and I think it was a good approach. Now, I feel like this was the best choice for them, because trying to branch off, everyone's getting solo careers, right, or joining other bands or starting their own other band, right, or you know how they try to name it as something else or drop a word from the like, this was pretty much their only option to try to keep Linkin Park alive and try to keep everybody together. So shout out to the new drummer they added to the lineup as well in the band. So I got some notes right here. So Miss Emily Armstrong, 38 years old, born in Los Angeles, California. Okay, shout out to Compton. So I'm not gonna delve too deep. I mean, she's pretty interesting, but uninteresting to say the least. There's not really a lot of information floating on about her other than she's a lead singer. Yes, she's been screaming, she's been rocking and rolling since the early 2000s as well. She's been touring. She, you know, Dead Sarah really picked up in 2012 when they released their first self-titled album. They had a lot of things going on. Seems like they really did well for themselves this whole time. I saw an article about her when she said, you know, how she dropped out of school and that when she picked up a guitar, that's all she could do. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward, like she knew she wanted to be in music. She knew she wanted to be a rocker. That resonated with me, bro, because I remember being in high school and wanting to do the same thing. Okay, like, so I'm not even mad at her. I remember just tuning everybody out. Okay, headphones, rock music, like. And even I had a little emo screamo in me back then, okay? Bless the fall, you know, I had a little Treyu in me back then. So it was nothing, Pierce the Veil days. Oh my gosh, shout out to my old best friend, Monique. Baby, you're coming on this channel next. So, yeah, so I'm surprised I haven't even heard of her band, but pretty typical screamo. But let's get into the real nitty gritty on what's up with homegirl and the Scientology Danny Masterson situation. So that kind of struck a nerve with me, but you know, the internet caps the internet, you know what I'm saying? It's you can never really take it for what it is, right? But when I keep hearing it over and over and over and over, another thing I found out, she's openly gay. Not that that matters or anything, but I can honestly see where the flack would be coming from, or where some of her thinking may be coming from. Like, I don't know. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to, you know, I just did not realize that. I didn't know that she was openly gay. Seems like she's been in a long-term relationship for a while now. I also found out that she has co-wrote a few of Demi Lovato's songs on her latest album. So I thought that was pretty dope that she does get some writing credits. She is pretty talented. I mean, you can't take that away from homegirl. Like, you're working with Demi, you're kind of helping her with that side of her. Even though Demi, I don't know, you know, the industry end up really fucking everybody up. Sorry, excuse my language over here, but the industry really somehow always turns people dark. Unfortunately, I'm going to show you like her latest album cover, which is actually the album Emily has helped her with. I'm going to show you the album cover, and when artists start to like turn like this and to kind of shift in this direction, like there's something behind it, right? There's something like that. I don't know what I'm even trying to say. I'm not here to judge, like I said, but I just notice shit like that, and I pay attention to shit like that, and we cannot act like the devil is not prominent and well and active on earth and well and active in the industry. So, all right, and last but not least, we've been hearing a lot about this Scientology Danny Masterson situation. I don't take the internet no time to dig up this dirt, okay? And honestly, this is all I be needing to know with certain people, even though there's a lot of celebrities who we might not even realize or know who support this this movement, this, it's not a church, I don't know what to call it, this organization. But there's a lot of flag been going around about Emily and her connections to the Scientology organization. In 2013, Armstrong was photographed attending the 44th anniversary gala of Scientology, Church of Scientology's Celebrity Center International. When you learn about stuff like this, and you can always tell by a person's character by the rooms that they're in, right? So don't get me started on Scientology. Like, I am a Christian girl, like, you know what I'm saying? If that's a problem as well, like, I encourage you, to open your hearts and open your minds a little bit more to God and the Bible and the world and what he's trying to teach us. But, a lot of us can be very ignorant and want to be a part of something so much more that they're really doing more damage to themselves instead of really just learning about the truth. They want to go and find this truth that's caused, that's I feel, I don't know, don't get me started on Scientology, okay? But a lot of judgment on that, because we all know the horror stories behind Scientology. We all know I don't want to say scam, but we all know some of the things that it takes to be a part of this organization, how much money it costs to be a part of this organization, some secret code or secret, like you're being tapped into this secret agenda or something. It's like, you're cool, okay, you're part of a secret society, okay, whatever. Like, that's how I feel, and that's my thoughts and opinions on it. Ain't got nothing to do with that. Don't want to be a part of it, don't want to know what it's about. So y'all read your Bibles, okay? Don't get me preaching today, because I'm a rocker preacher, okay? And we love God over here, but that Scientology stuff just kind of rubbed me a little bit. But you can't judge people. People are naive. You never know you just never know. But baby girl, you did it. You were in that room, so now you got to kind of take what comes with being a part of that organization type shit, right? Now, this Danny Masterson, so I've been hearing also a lot of mixed reviews on this, but I did find an article where baby girl was remorseful for it. Yes, she was a supporter. She considered him a friend, and all of that what's happened with Danny happened in the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? So they were probably at a time where they were both at a peak at their careers. They were probably really close friends, you know what I'm saying? And they were probably on some shit. Who knows? Like the early 2000s. Ooh, baby. Fortunately, that's no excuse for what he has done. But I did find an article where she admitted that, yeah, she was a friend of his. But yes, she was at his court trial, but she seemed to be very remorseful here, stating when she attended one court appearance where she was asked to support Masterson, she later realized she should not have done so. Several years ago, I was asked to support someone I considered a friend at a court appearance and went to one early hearing as an observer. And she wrote in an Instagram post, soon after, I realized I shouldn't have. I always try to see the good in people, and I misjudged him. I have never spoke with him since. Unimaginable details emerged, and he was later found guilty. To say it as clear as possible, I do not condone abuse or violence against women, and I empathize with the victims of these crimes. Is that a reach? Did she have to wait until September 6th to say that? She clearly stated that. She said it before, but baby girl, you needed to clear that up a little bit more, honey. Don't wait till September 6th to like really, you know what I'm saying? Like, you were there. That was, you know what? I take it back. She's an adult. She didn't owe anybody an explanation, but just understand what's going to come with it if you decide not to, sort of explain yourself on why you are supporting and obviously guilty abuser, you know what I'm saying? So I just thought it was funny that on September 6th, didn't say, I want to say it again. She didn't say, for the last time I'm saying this. She said, to say it as clear as possible, on September 6th, I do not condone abuse or violence against women. So I'm just saying, but yeah, with that being said, yeah, I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt. I'm gonna take it for what it is. Everybody has a past, unfortunately. A lot of us do a lot of stupid crap. We support a lot of crap that we support a lot of bad stuff that we don't even realize sometimes that we're supporting. But yeah, baby girl said she never spoke to him since. Yeah, because he's locked up. Baby girl said she emphasized, so we're gonna take it for her word. But yeah, baby girl, you should have been clearing that up. You should have been setting a record straight, and you shouldn't even been putting yourself in situations like that. Yeah, when you know. That's all I learned about Miss Emily. We're gonna see how she meshes and how she coexists with this band. Obviously, I don't think they're desperate. I don't think this was a desperate move for them. I think this is something they've probably sought out for a while, probably interviewed or auditioned for, probably been seeking someone like this for a while, and they probably vibe together, and they probably didn't even know it was going to be a woman. So I believe in divine connections. Like I said, you never know. Baby girl, this Scientology, don't be going over there trying to corrupt them when Chester was already going through a lot. All right, that's enough about Miss Emily. I'm gonna give her a chance. We're gonna see how this new album falls. The new album is dropping sometime in November. So yeah, we'll see. I will be reviewing that album, so we will see kind of the new direction that they are taking and where they're gonna go with this new sound and this new lead singer. So guys, if I find anything else interesting about this lady, I will let you know, because I am watching her like a hawk. I'm watching Miss Emily. Okay, I'm watching you, ma'am. All right, y'all, I love you guys. Continue to rock on. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.